I might have just bought a fake Shure SM7B microphone, and my wife just called and said there's a package waiting for me at home, so I'm heading home to see if it's a counterfeit microphone or not. Now, I have never owned a Shure SM7B microphone, and the reason is just that they're too popular. They're the microphone to have if you're a podcaster or a streamer, and I'm the kind of guy who, if something's popular, I head the other direction. But I do review a lot of microphones. It would be really good to have an SM7B to compare to. And so I thought, you know what? It's time I got one. And ironically, several weeks ago, I was on AliExpress and I saw these knockoff SM7B microphones for sale, unbranded, but the packaging was almost identical. And I even thought it might be funny to buy one of these and kind of do a review of it for a video, but then I decided not to waste my money. So I'm poking around on eBay and I'm looking for used SM7Bs, and they're all really expensive. They're like almost the same price as buying a new one. And then I find a listing that says open box, and I'm thinking, this is perfect, because it was only a couple $100, and it's perfect because it's practically new, but it's an open box, so a lot of people would want to skip it. And it even said Shure in the listing, and so that's how they got me with the open box. Now, I didn't actually start getting suspicious until a week after I ordered it, and I still hadn't got a tracking number. So I contacted the seller. They sent me a tracking number for a shipping company I'd never heard of before. Well, it turns out it was coming from China. And that's when I started diving into it. So I took a closer look at the photos from the listing, and I should have seen this right away, but I didn't. There was a photo of the wrong microphone as part of this collection. The foam pop filter had been taken off, and it was actually the USB version of the microphone. I don't know why I didn't catch that. So I contacted the seller and I said, hey, I think this is fake. I want to cancel the order, but they'd already shipped it. So I couldn't cancel the order. It was on its way. It was going to take several weeks to get here. The seller said, though, that it was absolutely guaranteed to be genuine, and if I was unhappy, I could return it. So I guess I got to go home now and see if it's real. I think this is it. Look, it says Shure right there on the box. What's interesting is that they have stickers on the end that have a barcode and serial number. I'll have to check that serial number and see if it's legit. Now, the eBay listing did say that it was an open box, and yeah, the seal is broken here. I mean, if it's fake, they went to a lot of trouble. You know, it's branded. It's branded here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's even branded right here, like embossed in the cardboard. The instructions don't look like they were just photocopied off of something. So in my research, one of the things that tells you have a fake is that this grommet here, I don't know if that's a grommet, it's like a little rubber seal. Apparently that's easy to remove on a fake, and you can't remove it on a real one. So let's see. Yeah, that came right out. Okay, not looking good. Not looking good so far. Just seeing if I heard anything rattling around in there. Now, one of the problems with telling a fake from a real one is that a lot of the videos that I watched had both a real one and a fake one to compare. And if you don't have a real one, that's a lot harder to do. You're just basing it on, you know, the appearances and or what you remember from those videos. One of the things I heard that was a surefire way to tell that it was fake, though then I heard some debate about it, is that the real Shure logo on the back here does not have the R in the circle, the registered trademark symbol, whereas the fake does have it, ironically. So this one does have it, but also, you know, production has changed over the years, so I can't say for sure. Another big tell is when, I'm gonna take this off, I haven't taken it off yet, the diaphragm on the fakes tends to be up higher than the real one. The real one has the diaphragm set further back. So it's kind of past the halfway mark. If it's past the halfway mark, it's a fake. If it's below that, it's a real one, theoretically. Huh. This is definitely below the halfway mark. All right, so I'm gonna take off this back panel here just to see what's inside. If I remember correctly, the real one should have beveled screw holes here, where it's the threaded area that's actually that's not the threaded area, but where it's punched out, that should be beveled to fit the screw head. These are not, these are just straight. I don't know if you can see that there. And I seem to remember someone saying that this area should be brass rather than like, you know, steel colored. You know, here's what I'm thinking. This is an open box. I wonder if someone went through this same process. They're like, oh, I bought a Shure mic. Oh, is it fake? I'm gonna take it all apart, and then it's fake, and then I send it back. One of the videos I watched mentioned that if you tighten the thumb screws here and you can still move the mic, it's also probably a fake. And yes, I can move them. Also, these are plastic. I think the real one has metal. So I'm leaning towards fake. What'll be interesting though is if I try and register the serial number. If that works on Shure's website. Okay, so I've got the Shure SM7B question mark plugged in and on the boom arm, and this is in neutral position. All the EQs are in neutral position, and this is how it sounds. Let's do a plosive test. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Just looking at the meters there, looks pretty good. Okay, so let's hear the low roll off here. This is the microphone with the low roll off switch engaged, so it should sound quite a bit thinner. And let's put that back. All right, we have our low end restored, and I have the high boost on now, so it should sound a little bit more sizzly. This is probably the Shure SM7B sound that everyone likes, or at least what this mic is capable of. Is it a Shure SM7B? I don't know. We got to go check that serial number in a moment. All right, let's try and register this serial number here. This is all live. I haven't done this before. Let's find out what happens. Serial number not found. And then I thought to myself, what if this is actually gray market? In other words, it was designed to be sold in China, but then was being sold semi-legally outside of the country. And the reason why I thought that was, you know, there's these stickers on the side covered in Chinese writing. So I went to the Chinese version of the Shure website, and I used Google Translate because I don't speak Chinese. And I was able to put in the serial number, and it seemed to register the microphone. So that was really interesting. And then I noticed on the side of the box, there was this little scratch area. You scratch for a code, and it was some sort of anti-counterfeiting system. And so I went to that website and I entered the number there, and it didn't say it was counterfeit. It said the number had expired, and it said that that was different than it actually being probably counterfeit. So now I'm really puzzled, right? So I contacted Shure, the headquarters in the US, and I emailed them, and they got back to me really quickly and said, send us a bunch of photos and we'll take a look. And we can't tell you how we would know it was counterfeit because that's super secret, but if it is counterfeit, we'll let you know. So I sent them the photos and it's counterfeit. So I've sent it back.